नमो विष्णुपदाय कृष्णपृष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमते भक्तिवेदान्तस्वामिन् इति नामिने नमो विष्णुपदाय कृष्णपृष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमते भक्तिवेदान्तस्वामिन् इति नामिने नमस्ते सरस्वती देवे गौरवाणी प्रचारिणे निर्विशेष शून्यवादी पश्यत्यादिशतारिणे जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैता गदाधर श्रीवासदि गौरभक्तवृन्दा जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैता गदाधर श्रीवासदि गौरभक्तवृन्दा हरे कृष्णा कृष्ण कृष्णा हरे 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 राम 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 हरे 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 कृष्णा कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे 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 राम 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 हरे 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 कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे 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 कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे 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 कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे 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 कृष्णा कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे 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 राम 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 हरे 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 कृष्णा कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे 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 राम 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 हरे 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 कृष्णा कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे 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 राम 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 हरे 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 कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे 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 कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम राम हरे 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 कृष्णा कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे 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 राम 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 हरे 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 कृष्णा कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे 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 राम 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 हरे 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 कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama. Hare Hare. Jaya Radha Gokula Nanda Radha Gokula Nanda Radha Gokula Nanda Shri Radhe. Jaya Sri Taram Lakshman Hanuman Jaya Sitaram Lakshman Hanuman Jaya Radha Landaneshwara Radha Landaneshwara Radha Landaneshwara Sri Radhe जय राधा माधव राधा माधव राधा माधव श्री राधे जय जगन्नाथ जय बलदेवा जय सुभद्रा जय पञ्चतत्त्वा जय पञ्चतत्त्वा जय पञ्चतत्त्वा जय पञ्चतत्त्वा जय जय प्रभुपाद जय शिल प्रभुपाद जय जय गुरुदेव जय शिल गुरुदेव जगत गुरु शिल प्रभुपाद की जय Hare Krishna Prabhuji. So next Mangalacharan, yeah, I will do the Mangalacharan Prabhuji.
Yes, Mataji.
Are you going to share, Prabhuji? I don't mind reading from the book.
Yeah, please
All right.
continue, Mataji. Meanwhile, I'll do it.
ॐ अज्ञानतिमिरन्धस्य ज्ञानाञ्जनशलाकया चक्षुरुन्मीलितं येन तस्मै श्रीगुरुवे नमः श्रीचैतन्यमनोभीष्टं स्थापितं येन भूतले स्वयं रूपः कदा मह्यं ददाति स्वपदान्तिकम् वन्देऽहं श्रीगुरो श्रीयुतापदकमलं श्रीगुरून् वैष्णवांश श्रीरूपं साग्रजातं सागणा रघुनाथान्वितं तं सजीवं साद्वैतं सावधूतं परिजनासहितं कृष्णचैतन्यदेवं श्रीराधा कृष्णपादान् सहगणललिता श्रीविशाखान्वितांश्च हे कृष्णा करुणा सिन्धु दीनबन्धो जगत्पते गोपेश गोपिका कान्ता राधाकान्त नमोऽस्तु ते तप्तकाञ्चन गौराङ्गे श्रीराधे वृन्दावनेश्वरे वृषभानुसुते देवी प्रणमामि हरिप्रिये वञ्चाकल्पतरुभ्यश्च कृपा सिन्धुभ्य एव च पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः नमो विष्णुपादाय कृष्णप्रेष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमते भक्तिवेदान्त स्वामिनिति नामिने नमस्ते सरस्वते देवे गौरवाणी प्रचारिणे निर्विशेष शून्यवादी पाश्चात्यादेशचारिणे जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधार शिवसादि गौर भक्त वृंद हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे 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 कृष्णा 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 हरे राम 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 हरे 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 कृष्णा 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 हरे राम राम हरे हरे कृष्णा Thank you, Prabhuji. Thank you, Gayatri Mataji and Asha Mataji for joining. Hare Krishna. I won't be good today, but anyway, I try my best. I have chosen to speak today Bhagavad Gita, chapter 8 and verse 5, which is very important, but it is nice to talk about that. Please forgive me, I have not prepared anything much, and I will try my best whatever I can speak. Thank you for sharing, Prabhuji. Hare Krishna. Okay. I'm going to read from the book, Prabhuji, but for
Sure,
them, I
Mataji.
just, yeah, thank you so much for Hare Krishna. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Chapter 8, verse text 5. अन्तकाले च माम् एव स्मरं मुक्त्वा कलेवरं यः प्रयाति स मद्भावं यान्ति नास्ति अत्र सम्यक् संशयः अन्तकाले च माम् एव स्मरन् मुक्त्वा कलेवरं यः प्रयाति स मद्भावं याति नास्त्य अत्र संशयः अन्तकाले च मामेव स्मरन् मुक्त्वा कलेवरं यः प्रयाति सा मद्भावं याति नास्त्य अत्र संशयः. Synonyms: antakale, at the end of life; cha, also; mam, me; eva, certainly; smaran, remembering; muktva, quitting; kalevaram, the body; yaha, he who; prayati, goes; saha, he; mat bhavan, my nature; yati, achieves; na, not; asti, there is; atra, here; samshayah, doubt. Translation: and whoever at the end of his life quits his body, remembering me alone, at once attains my nature. Of this there is no doubt. Purport by Srimad Srila Prabhupada, Srila Prabhupada ki jai. In this verse, the importance of Krishna consciousness is stressed. Anyone who quits his body in Krishna consciousness at once transferred to the transcendental nature of the Supreme Lord. The Supreme Lord is the purest of the pure. Therefore, anyone who is constantly Krishna conscious is also the purest of the pure. The word smaran, remembering, is important. Remembrance of Krishna is not possible for the impure soul who has not practiced Krishna consciousness in devotional service. Therefore, one should practice Krishna consciousness from the very beginning of life. If one wants to achieve success at the end of his life, the process of remembering Krishna is essential. Therefore, one should constantly, incessantly chant the Mahamantra Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Lord Chaitanya has advised that one be as tolerant as a tree, Taror Iva Saishnunam. There may be so many impediments for a person who is chanting Hare Krishna. Nonetheless, tolerating all these impediments, one should continue to chant Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, so that at the end of one's life, one can have the full benefit of Krishna consciousness. Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Hare Krishna. Thank you very much for listening today. Please forgive me for any of the mistakes. And later, I will just I have requested Prabhuji already regarding in reference to this how to discharge devotional service in chapter 6, Nectar of Devotion. Srila Rupa Goswami has elaborately explained 64 qualities of for a devotee, which we can adopt the how to discharge devotional services. There are divisions in here. Actually, um, the first division is for the new devotees who is just joining and is practicing Krishna consciousness. 10 of them, then it goes again like that, a little bit higher. One who can practice, one who knows the basic, then they can follow 10 more. Then it goes again like 46. So altogether it is 64. Shall I read this, Prabhuji, now? Then I will start explaining, I think, later, little bit.
Yeah, sure, Mataji.
Yeah. Okay. So in this particular verse, in I'm talking about Bhagavad Gita. Chapter 8 is actually the title of chapter 8 is How to Attain the Supreme. So, how to attain the Supreme? We actually um, we all know that when we come to Krishna consciousness, the basic information they give to us, according to the spiritual master, and we follow in parampara, disciplic succession way, and they teach us according to the disciplic succession. It comes from Guru, then Guru, the spiritual master, then the senior devotees. They always teach us, guide us how to practice, what to practice. I would like to share my own experience. When I was got to introduce to Krishna consciousness, the first thing I was told that um, our life is what is our life, who we are, and what is our aim. And they explained little bit in basic. Then they said you have to always remember Krishna. How to remember Krishna? By uh, chanting. Chanting is the best service whoever can um, deliver the service, because all of us are staying in a different areas. We cannot go to the temple all the time. Everybody is living far. So the best thing is connecting to Krishna, having direct relationship with the Krishna is through the chanting. That is the time we create sambandha with him. So to chant Hare Krishna Mahamantra, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. We have to really practice very nicely. We have to pronounce each and every word very clearly. So I was hearing recently one of the lecture from His Holiness um, what is His Holiness Bhakti Raghava Maharaj disciple, direct disciple. He is very good. He is from actually Andhra Pradesh. His Holiness Bhakti Raghava Maharaj opened a center in near to our area. Krishna Balram, the center. It's really very nice, but he is doing all the preaching program for the village people. I came to know very recently. Then I got into touch with this his disciple, his Grace Smita Krishna Prabhu. He is from Andhra Pradesh basically. He was an engineer, but he settled in Mangalore. Moved to Mangalore, and he's in practicing Krishna consciousness for 25 years. And he left the job. He was basically IT, and he left the job. He learned how to read and write Kannada, like our Guru Maharaj, my Guru Maharaj, His Holiness Jayapatak Maharaj. When he went to Mayapur, he really, first thing he did is learning the language. He learned the language, Bengali, local language. Then only we can just attract people from that area. So our Guru Maharaj is speaking so good Bengali, and he gives preaching in Bengali as well. So this Prabhu, His Grace Smita Krishna Prabhu, learned our language Kannada, to write and read, and he's giving good class, very nice class in Kannada also. So we have a small group, Mangalore. We created a small group with our own close relatives and friends, and he started giving us Bhagavad Gita class every week in Kannada. Every Friday he's giving. So he told us one thing: when chanting is the basic principle, as everyone says. Our Shisha Guru Amok Prabhu always stress that point. That's why we have this chanting in the morning, 5 to 5:30. Prabhu is waking up early, and 5:30 most of the devotees join, and we continue chanting. He says you have to clearly hear the chanting. Chanting is the important service we do to Krishna, and we create relationship between us, us, me, and him, or all of the devotees. There's a direct relationship we create. So I really like that point. And he was saying we have to make a sankalpa before starting the japa. I will listen carefully each and every word until I become perfect. So I think that really inspired me so much, and he gave so many points about chanting, how to chant. So we have to really listen how we chant. So it's a group chanting is really good. So I can hear most of the time the devotees are chanting. Like I can give some example. His Grace Amok Prabhu, he really does very clearly, and Dibashish Prabhu very beautifully does. And we can hear from devotees, and we can improve our chanting. So that is how, and we that is why we really it is not one time. My intention is a one round I do, but indirectly we do so many rounds. We hear also when other devotees are chanting, we hear. So and that there is a good vibration. So that this is the way we can constantly hear Krishna's name, and also when we cook, when whatever we do, we can subconsciously we can chant all the time. Even sometimes when we sleep, we can make we can feel that we are chanting. I think we should reach to that stage so that when we quit the body, as this word says, it is easy for us to remember Krishna all the time. Otherwise, if we are so much materially engrossed, we won't be able to remember. So, for the sake of chanting, we do. For the sake of doing everything we do, then after that, we are so much engaged in material life. Of course, material life is very important as well, but we need to limit. As Chaitanya Mahaprabhu says, we have to avoid sadhu sangha. We have to avoid, sorry, asat sangha. Sadhu sangha is the most important thing, but we have to avoid the non-devotee sangha. But someone can say we have to work. Yes, we have to go to the work, but we have to limit ourselves, not to talk so much. Whatever is related, we should be involving in the workplace, but we should not unnecessarily make comments or anything. We should know how to behave. So even in the workplace we can also bring Krishna in our life. So I work in theater. I try to pray most of the time before the surgery start. During the surgery I pray for the patient, pray for the group, pray for everything. I think this is the way. If we can keep increasing our relationship with Krishna, like there are three stages: sambandha, abhideya, and prayojana. So this can happen only constantly chanting, constantly coming across with the devotees association, and also um, yeah, association of devotees is not always possible, but our sangha is one of the best one I can see. So we have regularly programs like Monday we have, Tuesday we have, Wednesday also we have, Thursday we also we have, Saturday also we have. But whenever possible, if we cannot participate also, we can also um, we can hear. So that is one of the important thing, like in nine process of devotional service. Shravanam, Kirtanam, Vishnu, Smaranam, Padasevanam, Archanam, Vandanam, Dasyam, Sakyam, Atma Nivedanam. So we have known this verse is coming again and again and again, and we also know that there are nine great personalities who have achieved the perfection by doing one thing, like Shravanam, Parikshit Maharaj. We know about Parikshit Maharaj. 7 days he was fasting without taking anything. He was hearing Srimad Bhagavatam from Shukadeva Goswami. Shukadeva Goswami was Kirtana. He was Kirtaniya. He was glorifying the Lord, glorifying pastimes of the Lord, glorifying the pastimes of devotees. So this is the best way we can do. At least pick up one. We can do it. At least one thing we can do it properly. We can always go back to Godhead. It is all explained by Srila Prabhupada, our gurus, our Shiksha gurus. Everybody explained the same thing every day. So that's the repetition. Krishna consciousness is the repetition every day. So it's nothing new. Everybody is repeating, so I'm trying to repeating the same thing. So this is the way we can every day we can make a practice of remembering Krishna. So then only it is possible. Like Bharata Maharaj is best example. He achieved the final stage. He was in the bhava. So finally he fell down because he did not have the devotee association. His full attention went to the deer, and he could not achieve the perfection. He has to come back again. But good thing he was remembering his past, and he improved, and he decided, and he really went back to Godhead. And another thing, Ajamila, we know that a little bit of devotional service he did. He was born in the Brahmana family, then finally he fell down. Then when he was when he saw his death, he was come across the prostitute, and he did lot of abominable things, sinful activities. But just only one time calling his son Narayana, not with the fear, seeing the Yamaduta, after seeing the Yamaduta. Then the Yamadutas could not take him, the Vishnu Dutas came, we know all of us, so I don't want to go elaborate in that. So this is how, then he realized, and he did that, he went to, I think he went and he completely left the house, and he attained the perfection. So similarly, we know so many incidences. Like Srila Prabhupada is another best example. We can see his life. Throughout the life, he was only, doing Krishna, taking Krishna's name, Hare Krishna Mahamantra Sankirtana, and he was doing Bhagavad Gita, Bhagavatam, everything, and we can see how he attained the perfection. In the end of his life, we can see the devotees are surrounded him, and he was keep on giving the lecture, and kirtan was going on. So this is the way, if we can do things, definitely all of us can achieve the final goal of going back to Godhead. And how to discharge devotional service. It is been nicely elaborated by Srila Jiva Goswami in Nectar of Devotion, chapter 6. Prabhuji, will you be able to kind enough to do the sharing, Prabhuji? Thank you so much. So, how to discharge devotional service? Anybody would like to read, or I think you? Okay, I'll read. Thank you, Mataji, Usha Mataji. Can you read little bit? Yeah.
Srimad Goswami states that he is elder God. Sanatana Bhagavan compiled
Mataji, there is echoing. Okay, I'll read. Srila Rupa Goswami states
It's
that
okay
his
now?
okay, Mataji, now. Yes, thank
Okay,
you.
Srila Rupa Goswami states that his elder brother Sanatan Goswami has compiled Hari Bhakti Vilas for the guidance of the Vaishnavas, and therein has mentioned many rules and regulations to be followed by the Vaishnavas. Some of them are very important and prominent, and Srila Rupa Goswami will now mention these very important items for our benefit. The purport of this statement is that Srila Rupa Goswami purposed to mention only basic principle but not details. For example, a basic principle is that one has to accept a spiritual master. Exactly how one follows the instruction of his spiritual masters considered a detail. For example, if one is following the instruction of his spiritual master and that instruction is different from the instruction of another spiritual master, this is called detailed information. But the basic principle of acceptance of a spiritual master is good everywhere. Although the details may be different, Srila Rupa Goswami does not wish to enter into details here, but wants to place before us only the principles. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna Mataji, can I read? Hare Krishna.
Mataji, unmute. Prabhavati Saci Mataji, you're unmute.
Hare Krishna Mataji. Yeah, sorry, Prabhu. Hemlata Mataji, would you like to read?
Yes, Mataji.
Thank
He
you so much.
mentions the basic principles as follows: accepting the shelter of the lotus feet of a bona fide spiritual master. Number two, becoming initiated by the spiritual master and learning how to discharge devotional service from him. Three, obeying the orders of the spiritual master with faith and devotion. 4. Following in the footsteps of great acharyas, teachers under the direction of the spiritual master. Inquiring from the spiritual master how to advance in Krishna consciousness. 6. Being prepared to give up anything material for the satisfaction of the Supreme Personality of Godhead, Sri Krishna. This means that when we are engaged in the devotional service of Krishna, we must be prepared to give up something that we may not like to give up. And also, we have to accept something that we may not like to accept. 7. Residing in a sacred place of pilgrimage like Dwarka or Vrindavana. 8. Accepting only what is necessary or dealing with the material world only as far as necessary. 9. Observing the fasting day on Ekadashi. 10. Worshipping sacred trees like the banyan tree. These 10 items are preliminary necessities for beginning the discharge of duty. Once you master these 10 items, you will quickly make good advancement in Krishna consciousness. Do you want me to continue, Mataji, or Hare Krishna? Mataji, Hare Krishna.
Yes, Mataji, you can read a bit more because this is quite elaborated. Yeah, thank you.
Okay. The next set of instructions is listed as follows. One should rigidly give up the company of non devotees. One should not instruct a person who is not desirous of accepting devotional service. One should not be very enthusiastic about constructing costly temples or monasteries. One should not try to read too many books, nor should one develop the idea of earning his livelihood by lecturing on or professionally reciting Srimad Bhagavatam or Bhagavad Gita. One should not be neglectful in ordinary dealings. One should not be under the spell of lamentation in loss or jubilation in gain. One should not disrespect the demigods. One should not give unnecessary trouble to any living entity. One should carefully avoid the various offenses in chanting the holy names of the Lord or in worshipping the deity in the temple. One should be very intolerant towards the blasphemy of the Supreme Personality of Godhead Krishna or his devotees. Without following the above mentioned 10 principles, one cannot properly elevate himself to the platform of sadhana bhakti or devotional service in practice altogether. Srila Rup Goswami mentioned 20 items and all of can you just pull it up a little bit? All of them are very important. Out of the 20, the first three, namely accepting the shelter of a bona fide spiritual master, taking initiation from him, and serving him with respect and reverence, are the most important. The next important items are as follows. One should decorate the body with tilaka, which is the sign of Vaishnavas. The idea is that as soon as a person sees these marks on the body of a Vaishnava, he will immediately remember Krishna. Lord Chaitanya said that a Vaishnava is who, when seen, reminds one of Krishna. Therefore, it is essential that a Vaishnava mark his body with tilak is remind others of Krishna. In making such tilak, sometimes one may write Hare Krishna on the body. One should accept flowers and garlands that have been offered to the deity and the spiritual master and put them on one's body. One should learn to dance before the deity. One should learn to bow down immediately upon seeing the deity or the spiritual master. As soon as one visits a temple of Lord Krishna, one must stand up. When the deity is being borne for a stroll in the street, a devotee should immediately follow the procession. In this connection, it may be noted that in India, especially in Vishnu temples, the system is that apart from the big deity who is permanently situated in the main area of the temple, there is a set of smaller deities that are taken in procession in the evening. In some temples, it is the custom to hold a big procession in the evening with a band playing and nice big umbrella over the deities who sit on the decorated thorns on the cart or palanquin, which is carried by devotees. The deities come out onto the street and travel in the neighborhood while the people of the neighborhood come out to offer prasad. The residents of neighborhood neighborhood all follow the procession. So it is very nice scene. When the deity is coming out, the servitors in the temple put forward their daily accounts before them. So much was the collection, so much was the expenditure. The whole idea is that the deity is considered to be the proprietor of the whole establishment, and all the priests and other people taking care of the temple are considered to be the servants of the deity. This system is very, very old and still followed. So, therefore, it is mentioned here that when the deity is on stroll, the people should follow behind. 8. A devotee must visit a Vishnu temple at least once or twice every day, morning and evening. In Vrindavana, this system is followed very strictly. All the devotees in town go every morning and evening to visit different temples. Therefore, during these temples, there are considerable crowds all over the city. There are about 5,000 temples in Vrindavan city. Of course, it's not possible to visit all the temples, but there are at least 1 dozen very big and important temples which are started by Goswamis and which should be visited. Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna, Mataji. Or shall I read another one? Ninth
Yeah,
one.
Mataji. Yeah, you can read bit more, Mataji. Yeah,
Okay,
another
one
paragraph.
must c- circumambulate the temple building at least 3 times. In every temple, there is an arrangement to go around the temple at least 3 times. Some devotees go around more than 3 times, 10 times, 15, according to their vows. The Goswamis used to circumambulate Govardhan Hill. One should also circumambulate the whole Govardhan area. One must worship the deity in the temple according to the regulative principles, offering arti and prasad, decorating the deity, etc. These things must be observed regularly. One must render personal service to the deities. One must sing. One must perform Sankirtana. One must chant. One must offer prayers. One must recite notable prayers. One must taste Mahaprasad, food from the very plate offered before the deities. One must drink Charana Amrit, water from the bathing of the deities, which is offered to guests. One must smell the incense and flowers offered to the deity. One must touch the lotus feet of the deity. One must see the deity with great devotion. One must offer arti, artrika, at different times. One must hear about the Lord and his pastimes from Srimad Bhagavatam, Bhagavad Gita, and similar books. One must pray to the deity for his mercy. One should remember the deity. One should meditate upon the deity. One should render some voluntary service. One should think of Lord as one's friend. One should offer everything to the Lord. One should offer a favorite article such as food or a garment. One should take all kinds of risks and perform all endeavors for the Krishna's benefit. In every condition, one should be surrendered soul. One should pour water on the tulsi tree. One should regularly hear Srimad Bhagavatam and similar literature. One should live in a sacred place like Mathura, Vrindavan, or Dwarka. One should offer service to Vaishnavas. One should arrange one's devotional service according to one's means. In the month of Kartika, October and November, one should make arrangement for special services. During Janamastami, the time of Krishna's appearance in this world, one should observe a special service. One should go whatever is done with great care and devotion for the deity. One should relish in the pleasure of Bhagavatam reading among devotees and not among outsiders. One should associate with devotees who are considered more advanced. One should chant the holy name of the Lord. One should live in the jurisdiction of Mathura. Hare Krishna. Or shall I complete,
I will
Mother?
read. You can complete. Yeah.
Okay. Now the total regulative principles come to an aggregate of 64 items. As we have mentioned, the first are the primary 10 regulative principles. Then come the secondary 10 regulative principles. Primary 10 regulative principles, then secondary 10 regulative principles, and added to these are 44 other activities. So altogether there are 64 items for discharging the regulative practice of devotional service. Out of these 64 items, 5 items, namely worshipping the deity, hearing Srimad Bhagavatam, associated among the devotees, Sankirtana, and living in Mathura, are very important. The 64 items of devotional service should include all of our activities of body, mind, and speech. As stated in the beginning, the regulative principle of devotional service enjoins that all of our senses must be employed in the service of Lord. Exactly how they can be thus employed is described in the above 64 items. Now, Srila Rupa Goswami will give evidence from different scriptures supporting the authenticity of many of these points. Srila Prabhupada ki Jai. Hare Krishna.
Thank you very much, Mataji. It's so nice, isn't it? It's really how to discharge devotional service. The nectar of devotion itself is really, the name itself says nectar. It's really nice. Srila Jiva Goswami explains very nicely how to we have to discharge sadhana bhakti and Vaidhi bhakti, and also it's this particular chapter I really liked it because um, it will teach us how to discharge all the devotional service. But in the end, we can see he has said only five are most important. So that is the one we are practicing every day basis. Srila Prabhupada has given this one for us altogether five. Um, and this is explained in uh, Panchanga Bhakti. This is explained as Panchanga Bhakti. It comes in Chaitanya Charitamrita, Madhya Leela, chapter 22, verse 128. Sadhu Sangas, Nama Kirtana, Bhagavata Shravana, Mathura Vasa, Trimurtira, Shraddhaya Sevana. That means, so one should associate with the devotees, chant the holy name of the Lord, hear Srimad Bhagavatam, reside at Mathura, and worship the deity with faith and veneration. So, in this, association of devotee is first one, which we do at regular basis. Though we cannot do face to face every day, but we have the facility to do online, and which is Chaitanya Mahaprabhu always emphasizes that one. Srila Prabhupada and all the devotees, they always tell us you have to give up non-devotee association. We can make out ourselves, when sometimes if we are not associating with devotees, if we don't join sangha, if we don't go to the temple, don't do service or anything, if we have a facility to do the service, we should do that. We should always go to the temple, have darshan of the deities, and do the service. Then we will be more purified. Otherwise, our mind is going to be flickering. Like in Bhagavad Gita chapter 6, 34 verse, Arjuna says, Chanchalam hi manah Krishna. So our mind is so flickery. So it goes here and there. So we have to fix our mind always in the devotional service, association of the devotees. Then only we can grow in Krishna consciousness. This particular verse, Srila Prabhupada emphasizes the importance of Krishna consciousness and importance of association with the devotees and importance of chanting the holy name. Then only we can. This is how to practice the bhakti day to day basis, and how to reach Krishna, the abode of Krishna, Goloka Vrindavan. The second one in here is, first one is association with the devotees. Out of all these 64 qualities, I'm talking about only five, because Srila Jiva Goswami has mentioned at the end only the five are the important, most important. They are called as the five angas of the bhakti. Chant the holy name of the Lord. So that we have already discussed. We do that every day. We do either as a kirtana, or we do as a Hare Krishna Mahamantra. So which is very important. And the importance of kirtana, chanting the Mahamantra, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu has given eight verses before he left. It was here and there, and they were compiled together, and it is called as this one. What is called as what is that, Prabhuji? I forgot. Cheto Darpana Marjanam, the 8 verses. I forgot that. Yeah.
Sikshastakam.
Sikshastakam. Thank you, Prabhuji. Yeah, so this is Sikshastakam, which is very important. All his disciples, they picked up and they gathered everything together. I think they made it a Sikshastakam. It's so beautiful. I think everyone knows Sikshastakam, and it's so beautiful, and the meaning is so beautiful. Srila, I think not Srila Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu has really beautifully explained. He gave his art. He explained how to, when we do the kirtana, how we can purify our heart, how we can attain Krishna at the end. So that is how to chant, how to purify our heart, how to become humble. Third verse says, Pranadapi Sunechena Tarorapi Saishnunan Amani Namanadena Kirtanya Sadahari. How we can become so humble, how we can, become purified. So that all explains so beautifully. And the next one is here Srimad Bhagavatam. So we cannot hear Bhagavatam from everyone. We see in India, the people are so many are teaching Bhagavatam, preaching Bhagavatam, and some are going for they're taking Lakshmi as well. So for that, but Srila Prabhupada and everyone has strictly said to us we should not be hearing that. So we should hear from the Guru Parampara, who has come from the disciplic succession. It has come from directly from Krishna only, Lord Krishna only. We can see the 4 important verses in a chapter, Canto 2, chapter 9, I think verse 33 to 36. Is that right, Prabhuji? I think so. Yeah, the 4 important verses he has explained to Lord Brahma. So that is not ordinary. Srimad Bhagavatam also came from Lord Krishna himself to Lord Brahma, and from there, Narada Muni and Vyasa Maharshi, and it came in disciplic succession. So we have to listen from only who came from disciplic succession, Guru Parampara, and reside at Mathura. It is not possible always to reside at Mathura or the Holy Dham, but wherever we live, I have heard from Srila Prabhupada, we all have heard, whenever Srila Prabhupada says, it is not necessarily you have to go and reside in Mathura or Vrindavana. The place where we live, we have to make it either Vrindavana or Mathura, because we have to regularly chant the holy name, do the deity worship, hear Bhagavatam from the senior devotees, like we have the facility to hear every day morning in our Sangha, and also at the temple. Every day they do the Bhagavatam session or any Bhagavad Gita or Chaitanya Charitamrita from 7:45 onwards every day in the morning. So we can hear from the senior devotees and authorities who come from the disciplic succession. Then worship the deities. I think we all do. It's not necessarily we have to do the deities only, deity worship. One who has not the facility of worshiping the deities, we can even keep the photos in our altar. That's what I was told when I started Krishna consciousness. When joined in Krishna consciousness, I think it is allowed, isn't it, Prabhuji? One who cannot keep the deities, we can just keep the photos, and we can see. I
Yeah.
think in Bhagavad Gita it is explained in one of the verse in the purport. Srila Prabhupada has explained even in the pictures Krishna can appear. So Krishna can be there with, if we have the love and devotion, he is there everywhere. So we have so many examples. Even Prahlad Maharaj, when he called Lord, when his father asked, "Is your Lord in this pillar as well?" So Lord came out from the pillar. So if we have faith, if we have devotion and love, uh, Krishna can present everywhere, and we can feel that experience. So these are the 5 important angas of the bhakti out of 64. They have shortened because it's not possible to follow everything, but there is a elaborated explanation for everyone. We can go through. You all can read in Chaitanya Charit. No, sorry, Nectar of Devotion. It is a very Nectar of Devotion is a very nice book. very beautiful. I think the name itself says nectar. It's full of nectar. So how to discharge devotional service from the very basic till the higher. So it's a very very nice book. I think Prabhu has kindly sent me some points. I'm going to read that one. And actually, in this verse, Bhagavad Gita, chapter 8, fifth verse, the key points Prabhuji has kindly sent me. I'm going to just read that. Mm. So, the main practice makes perfect. So, Srila Prabhupada constantly said, remembrance of Krishna is needed. How we can remember? Only by chanting the holy name of the Lord. Reading is necessary, listening the classes are very important, equally very important. But if our chanting is not perfect, I think nothing is going to be perfect. So I have always heard senior devotees are saying, please finish your chanting early in the morning as much as, because that time is the auspicious time, sattva guna, um, mode of we have three modes: mode of passion, mode of ignorance, and mode of sattva guna. Sattva guna is very important. So if we are in sattva guna, that means every morning, early morning, like 4:30 it starts. But in UK we cannot say, I don't know, but in India we can follow everything like Brahma Muhurta, they say. So if we wake up early in the morning, then it is possible to finish the rounds early in the morning. I remember we used to have a sadhana chart before we take initiation from temple. We need to have a temple authority. We need to have a letter, and we have to make a sadhana chart every day. So in that there is a column to fill up what time you finish your rounds. So they prefer to finish our rounds at least by 7 o'clock or 8 o'clock at least maximum. So I think this is very important because our mind is fresh, and we wake up with a clean mind, and we can focus better. As the day goes, we will be in the mode of passion, they say, and that's what I have heard in the classes. So then we can do all other services, which is very important. But yeah, that's what Srila Prabhupada said in here. Remembering Krishna constantly, it purifies the mind, as we know. And Shikshastakam tells how our mind is purified, how our heart is purified with the chanting of the holy name of the Lord. And association with the devotees and hearing Shastric knowledge help fix the mind. So that is one of the thing. And practical application for this is how to remember Krishna at the time of the death. That is already discussed. If we do this, discharge our devotional service this way, we can definitely reach to the Krishna at the time of death, and we can remember and we can reach to him. It is possible also. And regarding Prabhuji has sent some points about this one as well. How to discharge the devotional service from the nectar of instruction. So, how to discharge devotional service? This chapter introduces 64 principles of devotional service. It's called as sadhana bhakti. That is, a devotee should follow to progress Krishna consciousness. These principles are drawn from Bhakti Rasamrita Sindhu by Srila Rupa Goswami and explained by Srila Prabhupada for the modern devotees. Yes, we need a lot of explanation. The important thing for the beginners is the fundamental principles. First one is accept a bona fide spiritual master. So Sri Guru Padashraya. So that means how much importance is there to accept a spiritual master. Spiritual master, without spiritual master, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu said, we can't reach to Krishna. He explains in Chaitanya Mahaprabhu explains in um, Madhya Lila, which is written by Krishnadasa Kaviraja Goswami. So he explains to his disciples, without Guru, there is no use. You cannot reach to Krishna. So we have to have a spiritual master in our life. Then we have to take initiation from a bona fide Guru. and receive spiritual instructions, like it's Diksha Guru and Shiksha Guru. So Diksha Guru will give us instruction during the initiation time, and also I think in our and every guru, whoever is giving diksha, they will instruct. They will have a way to instruct the disciples. If they are not present, also there is a way to reach out. For example, in our guru disciple system, we have every month guru disciple gathering. UK also there is internationally. They do online Zoom link, and our Guru Maharaj will find out anybody has any issues, and he will give us instructions. There is a every month there is a magazine coming out, and we read the instructions from there. We have a group, Guru Disciple group, JSS group for everyone. So that is how we get the information, and we have to follow. Though physically Guru is not available, then Shiksha Gurus are available. It doesn't necessarily we have to have the Shiksha Guru, our own Guru, because we are all from Srila Prabhupada's umbrella. So everybody can listen from everyone. Like in our group, we have different Guru disciples, and we gather every day, every time, and we listen from our Shishya Guru, Amuk Prabhuji, and everybody is, started giving class. We listen from everyone. So there is a very good cooperation. We don't say that you are from here, you are not from here. No, we are really under Srila Prabhupada's umbrella, though we have different gurus, but Shiksha Gurus can be many, and we have to listen from many Shiksha Gurus, whichever is um, good for us, good for our progression, and serve and obey the instructions of the spiritual master with the full faith that whatever spiritual master says, because they have gone through, they have experienced, and they are practicing. So then uh, we have to obey with the full faith. We should not doubt, oh, easy like that, easy like no. All the disciples of Srila Prabhupada, my God, they are so amazing. Everyone is so amazing. So we have to follow from everyone, which if possible. Serve and obey the instructions. Yeah, that full faith. I have read that. Follow in the footstep of great devotees, Mahajanas, under guidance. Yes, there are 12 Mahajanas, and there are many, many Mahajanas. Mainly, they have instructed in Bhagavatam 12 Mahajanas, names like Yamadharmaraya, Brahmaji, Lord Shiva, and Bhishmacharya. I don't want to mention all the time. I think you all know about that. And everybody, whoever has the knowledge, scriptural knowledge, they are really really great Mahajan, all Mahajanas. So we have to listen from them. So Srimad Bhagavatam explains about Mahajanas, and especially in say chapter Canto 7, there is an explanation of Mahajanas. I think so, if I am not wrong, Prabhuji. Inquire submissively and learn the process of bhakti yoga. So inquire submissively. So how the guru should be, we have to accept the spiritual master. It is explained in Bhagavad Gita chapter 4, 34 verse. Tadvidi pranipatena praniprashnena sevaya upadekshanti te jnanam jnaninah tattvadarshinaha. So Lord Krishna has said you have to submissively accept the spiritual master. You have to know him, you have to approach him. This is the way we have to accept the spiritual master. Otherwise, we shouldn't be like aggressive or like that. Be ready to give up material comforts for the sake of devotional service. We cannot go parallelly materially elevated, and we can living lavish life and practicing devotional life. I don't think it happens in practically. So we should be ready to give up material comforts as well. So, material comforts in the sense we should have basic requirements to live. Prabhupada always says, simple living, high thinking. So, that is what we can see from all these gurus of his disciples, Srila Prabhupada's disciples. They are living very simple life. I have seen all of them. We are reading, we are coming across, they have, with the examples, they are living. So, yeah, this is one of the thing we have to remember, and reside in a holy dham like Vrindavana, Mayapur. As much as we can, we have to go to the holy dhams. Not always possible, so we can make the area where we live. We can make that as a holy dham as well. And there are holy dhams like we have in UK. We have Bhaktivedanta Manor, Radha Landaneshwar, There are so many places where we can visit if possible, or at home also we can do whatever we can do, except only what is necessary for maintenance. Yeah, sense gratification. We should not go for, as we all know, I don't want to go in elaborate. Observe Ekadashis, yes. Yeah, it falls twice in a month, sometimes thrice in a month. So yeah, I think everyone is doing this. It helps us in purification and worships sacred trees like Tulsi. Yeah, I think in ISKCON we do the Tulsi Puja. And if not possible for everyone, at least we circumambulate or we remember, we can do even, I think, in the mind also if we don't have Tulsi Maharani at home. So, yeah, 10 things to avoid. I think negative regulations like avoid association with the non-devotee, asatsanga tyaga. So, as Prabhupada explained, and Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu always says, asatsanga tyaga, he never encouraged. Do not instruct an unqualified person in Krishna consciousness. Yes, one who is not qualified, they can, we shouldn't be include them. Don't be obsessed with the constructing temples for prestige. Yeah, don't read too many books and neglecting the main scriptures. I think this is very important actually. When we see too many books, I think we should not jump into too many books at a time. We should go step by step, small books first to understand. When we come to Krishna consciousness, I think the small books, what Srila Prabhupada has written, they are very fundamental, like Nectar of Instruction, Nectar of Devotion, then Chant and Be Happy, and a sense of self-realization, Beyond Death and Birth and Death, and so many small books Srila Prabhupada has written. Perfect questions, perfect answers, which I really liked, and Nectar of Instruction, Sense of Self-Realization. I think these books are very, very important. I think then we can read Bhagavad Gita and, access. We should listen from the senior devotees. We have to, these are the things very important. And don't disrespect demigods. Yeah, that is true. We should not disrespect because they are also, we should respect them. We should know that Krishna is the supreme, but we should not disrespect. Avoid materialistic activities not connected to devotional service. Um, Avoid violence unless for protection of devotional service principles. Don't offend the holy name of the or the deity. Yeah, holy name, as good as Lord Krishna himself. So we should not. There are 10 offenses of the holy name. We have to really remember when we are chanting the holy name of the Lord, doing the our japa. Don't offend the holy name. Yeah, just to never tolerate blasphemy of Krishna or his devotees. Yes, we shouldn't be. So I think I'm not going to go in detail, but these are the important things. So most powerful practices Panchanga Bhakti. I have already explained that one, which is Sadhu Sangha Nama Kirtana, Bhagavata Shravana, Mathura Vasa, Sri Murtira, Shraddhaya Sevana. These are the very important items in this, how to discharge the devotional service. Thank you very much for listening to me. I think I'm over time, 10 minutes. So this is a very important verse, and next one is a more important, yeah, verse as well, the sixth one. This verse, particular verse, is teaching us how to remembering Krishna at the time of death. The next one, sixth one, is a general law of destination after death. So yam yam vapi smaran bhavan, that one, the next one. This one, what I read is antakale chamameva smaran muktva kalevaram yan prayati samadbhavam yati nasti atra samshaya. And whoever at the end of his life quit his body, remembering me alone, at once attain my nature, the supreme destination of this, there is no doubt. So Krishna's destination is elaborately explained in Brahma Samhita. I don't remember. Goloka eva sati, something like that. I forgot that verse, Prabhuji. Would you like to remind that? Thank you, Prabhuji.
आनन्दचिन्मयरसप्रतिपाविताभिः ताभिर्ययेव निजरूपतया कलाभिः गोलोक एव निवसति अखिलात्मभूतो गोविन्दम् आदिपुरुषं तमहं भजामि.
Thank you, Prabhuji. Hare Krishna. Thank you for listening to me. And sorry I didn't prepare so much, but please forgive me for mistakes and hope little bit of explanation we got. Little bit. Thank you so much. At how to discharge devotional service. It's elaborately explained, 64, but I think we all need to read also Nectar of Devotion, which is a very beautiful book actually, how to discharge devotional service, nicely explained elaborately in there. Thank you so much, Prabhuji, for giving this opportunity, and please forgive me for mistakes. And Hare Krishna, everyone. Thank you. And if you have any corrections or comments, please let, tell me. Thank you so much.
Hare Krishna. Thank you so much, Mataji. It's a very beautiful class and very nice. You have described all subject matters within the discharge of devotional service, and this is essential sloka, which we need to remember while we leave this material body. Sayyanaha parisochatbihi parivitaha swabandhubihi वाच्यमानोऽपि वाच्यमानोऽपि न ब्रूते kalapasha gataha. So in that last moments of our time, then what happens when we are lying on the bed? What sayyanaha parisochat bihi, and people are surrounding us, our family members. So, paritam swabandhubihi, paritam, so swabandhubihi, all our relatives, all children, and everyone looking what is going to happen to us. And then at the time, vachyamanopi nabrute, one cannot say anything. So looking at all these people. And sometimes we do not know where we are going to leave our body. So in the hospitals, mostly likely in the hospitals, even though some small things comes, everyone will run away to the hospitals. That is, they can't do anything with regards to the life. They may just do something to the body. But we are very eager to preserve the life force within the body. That's why there is again Kulashekar Alvar says that idam shariram parinamapeshalam padatyavashyam sladhandi jajjaram kim anyaihi aushadihi modadhurmate niramayam Krishna rasayanam pibha. Likewise, he says always drink the nectar of Krishna Katha. So that is, we do not know Krishnatwadiya Padapangaj Krishnatwadiya Padapankaja Panjarantam Adhyaiva me Vishitu Manasarajaham Saham Prana Prayana Samaye Kapavata Pittaihi Kantavarodana Vidho Smaranam Kutaste. Oh my dear Lord, I don't know whether I will be able to remember at the last moments while I leave my body, because during that time Prana Prayana Samaye Kapavata Pittaihi. So there are so many things, kapha, vata, and pitta. So these are always troubling us. At the time, I don't know whether I would be able to remember. So this is Kulashekara Alvar's prayers. So to remember. So this Antakale Mam Yiva Smaran Muktva Kalevaram. Krishna means one has to remember. It is a lifetime achievement, remembering Krishna. So for that one, we need to practice everything. This is human body only can chant. Therefore, one should practice Krishna from very beginning of his life. That is the essence. So if you are studying our educations means we need to get the pass marks. So that is if we get the pass marks, then yes, it doesn't matter whether I got 35 marks or 99 marks. I just passed it. So remembering Krishna at the end of life, that is essential. And for that one, this is discharge of devotional service. How to
Like
discharge?
exam, isn't it, Prabhuji, at the end of
Yes,
the life?
yes, Mataji.
Remembering Krishna is exam. It's like exam. Preparing everything, going to the classes, then finally is the exam. Oh
Yes,
my God.
Janmalabha Parah Pumsam Ante Narayana Smritihi. That is the Janmalabha Parah Pumsam. Okay, thank you so much, Mataji. Very beautiful katha, described very nicely with the different limbs, how to discharge devotional service. Okay, so dear devotees, if you have got any questions to Mataji, kindly raise, or you wanted to share anything, kindly share. Hemlata Mataji?
Yeah, Hare Krishna Prabhu. Yeah, just wanted to ask. It is mentioned here to worship banyan tree, not the tulsi tree. So why Prabhu, and who worship banyan tree? I mean, I have seen in Delhi, people they put a night time they put some diya or something under the tree. I don't understand why do they do it. Not
It
yeah.
is not banyan tree. I think it should be people tree or Ashwatha tree. Ashwatha tree is the representation of Krishna. Banyan tree is the representative of Lord Shiva. Likewise, and also gooseberry tree is the son of Brahma, as we see in the one of the Amalaki Ekadasi. So
Mm.
these are having some particular, and also Lord Shiva likes most Bilvapatras. Krishna loves tulsi leaves. These are the plants and also trees. So I think it could be Ashwatha tree, not banyan tree. Ashwatha means it is a people tree.
Okay.
Yeah, that is what they do, no, India, Prabhuji. Ashwatha tree, they circumambulate Ashwatha tree.
Yes, yes, and Ashwatha tree plus neem tree, they both combine together. Many times they plant these two trees
Mm.
and worship both together.
I saw here in the supermarket quality store they were selling people tree, very tiny people tree.
Yeah,
Okay.
but it is auspicious to bring home and keep it in the home if it is possible.
But difficult to maintain. We don't know how long it will survive. 2 months, 4 months. We don't know.
That we don't have to think about it. So our endeavor is important.
Hmm.
It
Because I
gets
bought
into them.
tulsi plants from there. They were selling tulsi plants, and I saw one tiny people tree also. I don't know where did they get it, but very small, precious plant. Yeah.
Yes, so it is Krishna. People tree or Ashwatha tree, it is Krishna.
Ashwatha, is it a Sanskrit word?
Ashwatha is a Sanskrit word for people tree.
Okay, thank you, Prabhu.
And banyan tree is called Vatavriksha or Nyagrodha. So there are two Sanskrit words.
Okay.
Panasudambara, Panasudambara. There is very beautiful shloka where the number of trees in the Himalaya mountain. Panasudambara Ashwadha Plakcha Nyagrodhingubihi Burjaihi Voshadibihi Pugaihi Rajapugaihi Jambubihi. Jambubihi is, I think, berries. The purple color berries are there, near something like that. So
Mm.
these are all different trees, auspicious trees.
Yeah. While going to Badrinath, on the way there is a jungle. It's that full jungle is of gooseberry
Yes,
trees.
yes,
Full jungle, full of gooseberry.
that is very nice. Gooseberry tree, and Amalaki Ekadasi, when we read it is son of Brahma. It is mentioned there.
Yeah. Thank you, Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Thank you, Mataji. Any other questions to Mataji? Gayatri Mataji.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji, Hare Krishna Prabhavati, Saci Mataji, beautiful class, very nicely explained. Yes, Mataji, you explained so nicely everything. But yes, I was just thinking, Prabhuji, that at the time of death, we need to remember Krishna. But doing all these practices will help us remember Krishna. But at the same time, we need to be more detached to the worldly matters, worldly things, and thinking of, for example, Ajamila, he was very lucky, blessed, and when he remembered just his son and calling Narayana, Narayana, he got uh, he got liberated, so which was really nice. But for us, like, do along with all these practices, how can we at the time of death, with peacefully, everybody want to pass away peacefully, but will that be possible, Prabhuji, for us? And
Yes,
Mataji, Prabhavati
yes,
Mataji also.
Mataji.
I think I know Prabhuji can answer, but whatever I understand, I think the detachment is more important. But we have this all varnashrama dharmas, especially the ashramas, brahmacharya, grahastha, vanaprastha, and sannyasa. Srila Prabhupada has elaborately explained in Srimad Bhagavatam, also Bhagavad Gita, also Krishna has given us how to detach. It's I think gradually detachment. I think it doesn't happen all of a sudden. So we have to plan. We have to really detach from the family also. I think so. So much attachment will not help. So I don't know how I can explain regarding the detachment, but that thing we have to cultivate ourselves. So gradual detachment, I think so. For example, giving the responsibility to the children slowly, and not interfering too much in their life. Giving advice is okay, I think so. But I think these are all will help. But in my case, I am different. I live on my own. But sometimes we can see detachment because though um, it's interesting. It's a reflection every day, day to day life. You can see yourself. I think I can see myself how much I get detached. This is one of the thing Srila Prabhupada always says. You have to reflect every day. So detachment is more important. Not giving up. I mean, not rejecting them. I think the detachment, practicing detachment is more important, and we can see ourselves how much we detach from the all material things. I see
Yes,
myself sometimes. It's a reflection. I don't know. Prabhu can explain better, but
yes,
it does
Mataji.
help.
Yes, Mataji. I have a question to you, Mataji, especially for you, because you were mentioning about that you are working as in the theaters, and you were assisting with the operations and all those things, and you mentioned that you pray before the operation and all that. So
Mm-hmm.
when because we just stay at our own house and we don't see many people. I mean, we know that people are suffering and everything we do see, but you see more people, like, when in the hospital setting of a hospital, obviously you will be seeing lot of people suffering. And with that experience, what do you have to tell us, Mataji, like when
My experience, I'm a nurse. Even Hemlata Mataji also is a nurse. She's a IT nurse. I
oh
I work as a operation theater, cardiac operation theater. I have to. I come across with the in my entire career. I'm in the stage of almost soon, maybe in 5, 6, 7 years retirement. But the thing is, I have seen from India. I used to work in pediatric also, the children section, and those days the technology wasn't that advanced. So I could see I in my front of my eyes children are leaving the body on the table, and to
oh
give that care to those children is heartbreaking. So I had come across with so many. My life is like a gradual, as far as the technology has improved, the death rate on the table has gone down. But before, like many years ago, it wasn't easy for us to see through how they come to the table with a smile, with all the this thing. Then we send them back and send the dead body, which wasn't a great pleasant experience. It was really heartbreaking. But now I can see from the perspective of Krishna consciousness, I have developed the habit of. Still now I pack the bodies because there is a organ donation. They take the organs, then we have to give the final rituals for the patient, packing, cleaning, packing, and everything. At that time, I really pray for them. I don't feel so much of affection. I mean, not affection, grieviness. I don't grieve so much. That thing is gone down. As the time gone, I can see the death rates are gone down, but we still have the deaths. And sometimes, when do the organ retrievals, we see patient automatically patient will die. So we have to give the whole final care for the patient. and I don't feel much. I only pray to Krishna. I chant Hare Krishna Mahamantra throughout. Carrying the body, packing the body, putting the. They take to the mortuary sometimes, so we have to put it in that mortuary bag and trolley, and yeah, Mataji, that made me think that this we are not this body, we are the soul. So I think it's a gradual process though. I'm practicing Krishna conscious for now 10 years. Before little but not seriously, but now maybe nine years. So I think it's really Bhagavad Gita helped me a lot, especially the chapter 2, verses from 11 to 30 explains fully about body and the soul. I think we have to remember this is a everyday remembers I'm not this body, I'm the soul. And one day we have to apply that to the patient as well and apply to all our family members as well. They are all the bodies. Because I know it can sound very rude, but I don't know how much nicely I can explain. But for me, being in Krishna consciousness, it helped me gradually. I'm not a great sadhu or anything, but it does help me a lot to control my emotions, control everything, because I really bring that point. 13 verse, Dehi nosminyata, Dehi kamaram yavanjara, that one, and the soul leave the body, soul size, soul is part, belongs to Krishna. These all, we come from Krishna. These are really helping me a lot. I really remember those things. And even before I give knife to the surgeon, I always pray Hare Krishna Mahamantra. I remember Krishna. So I don't know, these are all helping me, and the detachment comes gradually. I'm not completely detached or anything, but I think the process I can see myself little bit, not so much. But yeah, I think this is what is helping me a lot. Being in theater, working here with the patients, seeing different uh, diseased patient, how much they go through. But yes, and we can also explain them little bit about what is life about. If Hindu patients are coming and Gujarati patients are coming, they know about Krishna. Sometimes we get an opportunity to chat with them. So I don't explain about the Bhagavad Gita, but I try to talk to them. I try to, yeah, whenever there is a chance. But yes, this is how it works for me, Mataji. I'm sorry, I don't know. It may not work for everyone. Maybe Hemlata Mataji's experience is different. She works in ITU. She's worse than me as well. Yeah, isn't
Yeah,
it,
Hare
Hemlata?
Krishna. Yeah, Hare Krishna Mataji. So, you are right. Actually, it has made me also. I feel like so much detached. Because when I have seen so many people living, talking, just drinking 2, 3 sips of water and looking at you, and slowly they go down, and there is nothing in the body. Their breathing stops. So it makes you, and even when patient comes from theater, like when you send them with open chest, open abdomen, and then you look at them, they're looking at you like they want to say so many things, but they can't. And the body is open, you can see all the organs. And what is this? That time you feel so much detached with this body. This body is nothing. Once you
Mm.
open this is just flesh, this intestines and blood and thing. There's so many secretions, all this mucus and things coming out of bile, coming out of the body. It's so pathetic. There is nothing in this body. It's rubbish, nothing. So then you get so much detached, and you look at the person who is suffering, the face. So many times I tell them to remember their God, whosoever they believe in. I don't tell them about Krishna or anything, because it's not the appropriate time to teach someone when already the person is suffering with pain and so much of depression, and the situation is so much negative. So but I have seen, like, and how easily and quickly it goes, how easy to die. Actually, it's so easy to die. The life force which Prabhu keep talking about, it just leave the body in seconds, and there is nothing, ev- nothing in front of you. The body lie like a no life, senseless body in front of you. Before, when I was young, in the beginning of my job when I used to cry with patients relative also. When they used to cry, I would cry same. And then my in charges, and they used to take me in another room and pacify me, and try to make me calm down with my emotions and stuff. But I have noticed for last a few years, like maybe 20 years, and so I wasn't in Krishna conscious that time, but I have started to become strong, and now I'm like, I feel like I'm prepared. If I have to leave now, I'm ready to leave now at this moment. That much I have understand uh, difference between the life and this body. So the attachment for this body is just foolishness, nothing. So detachment is very, very important, I understand.
As Mataji said,
Yes,
yeah, it's life is nothing. When we see, the whole monitor goes flat, and until that time everything is all right. Doctors are happy, everything went right. Suddenly, when you see the monitor, everything heart stops. Because I worked in the theater, a cardiac operation theater, heart completely stops, nothing at all. Yeah, so this is what is the everyday experience in our life in my department, and Mataji has different experience. Mataji says abdomen open. In our case, the whole chest is open. You can see so many pipelines. Patient is on ECMO.
You
The
can see
support
heart,
of
you
the
can see
lungs.
lungs, everything,
Yeah,
but face,
support of
but the
heart,
person
support
is
of lungs.
conscious,
It's
person is looking at
it,
you, but the
patient is conscious
body
with
is
all
open.
the tubings and everything. So I feel myself, what is this life? Is this the life? So that time I really compare my Bhagavad Gita, Krishna's preaching, Bhagavatam, and everything. All the Shastri are related mainly to the body and the soul. Yeah, it really so much of understanding. And for me, as Mataji said, I can see some detachment. Definitely, yeah, I'm ready to go anytime like that. It's
Mataji.
so difficult,
Thank you.
Mataji.
Yes, Mataji, Prabhavati Mataji, and Hemlata Mataji. I can just imagine how hard it could be, as well as how you have to feel compassionate at the same time. You have to be very strong. So
It is,
so
Mataji.
hard. Yes, Mataji. So thank you so much for giving your um, your experiences and sharing your experiences with us. And yeah, we talk about, and talking about death is very important in our lives, because it will come one day. It will come one day. We have to
Yeah.
face it. And we should not be scared to face it. So we should, as Hemlata Mataji said, she's ready anytime to go. And same,
Yes, Mataji.
yes, very, very nicely said, both
And the thing is,
Mataji.
when we talk about this death, Mataji, no one wants to say, why you are talking that? That's the last thing. She, please keep quiet. Like that people say. They try to
They
shut
think
our,
it's inauspicious subject
yeah.
to talk about.
Not at
Yes,
all. Yeah, it has to come. Everything is,
has to
nothing
come.
is
Everyone
great.
has to face. Yeah.
Yes, yes, yes. Yeah. We
But
have to
since we have
accept.
seen is from so closely this death thing,
Yes.
it's easy. I think it's easy to take. I don't
Yes,
know. I understand. It's not a difficult thing, but it's hard for the family and dependents and all those who are. But
yes,
yeah.
yes, Mataji. It's really nice to
Once
hear
this
you.
skin is open, Mataji, the outer skin layer, which is protecting all the organs inside, once you see, you will think that what is inside. You will hate it actually.
Yes, yes, Mataji, yes. Because of I have few health issues, and I totally understand. Like when I had a back issue, when I meditated, when I thought I'm not this body, the pain kind of reduced, which was very weird. How come, when until I was attached to the body, until I was thinking, oh, I'm the body, the pain was like a peak. The moment I thought, I'm not this body, I'm not at all, this pain is, I don't care about this pain anymore. The pain suddenly reduced. It was weird experience. Yes, Mataji, very nice. Yeah, that's why we need to understand more and more deeper into these scriptures and understand more, so we will
Yeah.
understand better. Prabhuji, want to share something? Prabhuji.
No, Mataji. Yeah, please go on. Yeah.
Yes, Prabhuji. Yeah. So thank you, Matajis. So we
For
have to get.
asking, Mataji. Yeah,
Yeah. Thank you.
it's a difficult, but I think it's now is we have that courage to face everything. We know what exactly it is.
Yeah.
Yes, Mataji. And also, Amok Prabhuji, I had one more question, Prabhuji, for you. When we are talking about death and all these things, some people nowadays in Canada also, they are okay if a person is suffering very, very hard, like if they are going through some fourth stage of cancer or something like that, they say that they can give some sort of an injection or something, then they put them to sleep. So, how much is it okay through this when we look through the Shastras, Prabhuji? Is that okay to do that, or is it kind of considered as Atmahatya?
Yes, so it is kind of a suicide itself. So suicide, that is greatest sinful activity. So because without remembering Krishna then, or executing devotional service, or without executing pious activities, and one is ending his body, which is given by God naturally, he should not do for himself. He cannot take decisions for himself. So if it is done by the authorities, like the father or mother, by looking at the child's condition and child cannot live properly, then if that is the case, that is all right. But if the person, he is choosing his death by himself on his own for the personal comfort, that is not acceptable. Of course, he doesn't want to go through the pains, but it is kind of a suicide. He is not ending it naturally.
Okay, Prabhuji. Yeah, that's what I was wondering, because nowadays this is okay. When we lived in Switzerland, also that was already there in Switzerland, and they said it was okay because when socially, when they look not the not through the Vedic injunction or scripturally, but the normal social people, they think that it is okay because it's so hard to suffer like that. Instead of that, it's better to put them to sleep. And also, I was wondering, like, I mean, yeah, it's a very strong topic, I think, to talk about. It is, even when we are talking about, like, if the person is going through so much hardships in at the end of the life, Prabhuji, then how can they do even any service to Lord Krishna if they are suffering, and also how can they even think of God at that moment if they are suffering, Prabhuji? That's
Yes, this is what Prana Same Kapavati Pittaihi Kantavarodhana Vido Smaranam Kutiste, whether I would be able to remember or not, I don't know. So that is Vachamanopi na Bhrute, Kala Pasha Vasham Gataha. The body is already taken by the time factor. Kala Sarpa. This is Kala Karma Gunadino, Dehoyam Panchabotika, Katamanyam Sugopahit, Sarpagrasto Yataparam. The time is following him. He does not have much time now. So, but he did not practice. He cannot achieve the Janmalabha Parapumsam Ante Narayana Smriti. That does not happen for him because he did not execute. Again, he has to take birth again. He has to take birth again. So, because entering into the Vaikuntha planets, it is the highest thing. One must be completely devoted, then only he would enter. But entering into the Brahma Jyoti, he must be acquiring the knowledge. So, and establishing relationship with Krishna. So, going to Golok Vrindavana in a different kinds of moods and mellows. But if all these things does not happen, then he needs to come back.
Shall I say something regarding this? Hare Krishna Prabhuji and Mataji. Actually, I have heard some devotees who go through with the dementia. Dementia, they don't remember anything, but when they don't forget to chant the holy name of the Lord. I have seen and I have heard also. They cannot recognize their own people, even husband, children, but they pick up the chanting beat and they chant the holy name of the Lord. So that is subconsciously already there, and Krishna is helping them. I have heard in Srila Prabhupada's one of the lecture, like these incidences. Whenever happens like this, Krishna will help them to remember them. So this is what I have seen with the dementia. They don't remember anything, even they cannot recognize their own people, but they pick up their chanting bead and they just do the chanting continuously. So I don't know how you can explain this, Prabhuji, but this is really happening.
So
Yeah.
that
So
is what,
practice all the time. Practice. Yeah.
yes, all the time practice. And also Hare Krishna Mahamantra is transcendental to the material body. And also it is not even the brain. It is not the brain that works to remember. It comes through it is directly on the spiritual level.
Mm.
And even though one's head is chopped off and keep another head, but still he has he has got that smriti on the past times that is directly coming from the spirits. So the Lord is Upadrashtavanmanta cha Bhakta Bhokta Maheshwaraha Paramatmeti Chapyukto. So this is Lord, the super soul is inspires him based on his past activities. Okay, Jai Mataji wanted to share. Hare Krishna.
No, I was just going to say that my mother's side is they follow Jainism, and my aunt and another relative, they've got dementia, but they remember everything to do with the they have to do samayik and pratikaman, so anything to do with their rituals, they know that, but yet they have got dementia. But you give them anything, you ask them to say something, they would do that about Jainism. So I think it's not just with Hare Krishna. I think it's because they probably have been doing it diligently for years and years. So it's ingrained in their memory and it comes to them.
Yeah, that one. So what is the conclusion method you wanted to establish with that example?
No, I was just saying that I think it's not just with Hare Krishna Mahamantra, it's not just Krishna consciousness people. I think I'm saying that even with other people who follow other religion, if they are diligently doing praying all the time and reading their prayers or whatever they have to do, like my aunt and the relative, they know all the things about Jainism.
Yeah.
And but they don't recognize their family members, but yet if you say to them, oh, please sing this pratikaman or this prayer or that prayer to do with Jainism, they know that without even blinking, they would sing that or they would say that. That's what I'm trying to say, that it's not just our Hare Krishna, it's others as well. Yeah.
It's a spiritual level, yes, ma'am.
Yeah.
Perfect. Very nice. Any other questions or devotees? You wanted to share anything else?
Very beautiful class, Prabhavati Mataji. So, yes. Prabhu, it was in my mind for next week I was going to do that same like Vasant College Mame or so yes, Mataji. Thank you. If you
No,
explained very
Mataji,
nice.
I was a
Yeah,
little bit
because
easy.
I wouldn't be explaining like you, Mataji. I just wanted to get a few stories about Ajamil and then you have to remember the Krishna when you're coming near to the death. But if you don't have a practice to chant or anything, so you can't be remembering at the end of your life the Krishna. That is more important to all the time you have to remember Krishna. So yes, very well explained, Mataji. And then you said your experience about the how the people, the even though in when you talk about the death and then nobody likes, even though even some people are already in the bed bound and can't do anything, but when you say about that, when you're coming near to the death and then even though they don't like Mhm.
So true,
So
Mataji.
yeah,
They don't
nobody
like it.
wants to. Yeah, nobody wants to die, whether they like it or not. But end of the day, everybody has to go same abode.
Yeah.
So yeah, if you remember Krishna, then it's easy for the accept and yeah, as you said, anytime the death comes, you are ready to just leave your body. So it's really
Yeah.
nice, Mataji
And we should
explanation.
be ready, Mataji. And we
Yeah, I
should thank
know,
Srila
Mataji.
Prabhupada. Definitely,
Yes.
this is all
And then
from
now
Srila.
when the people when somebody is like they die or anything, then you think like your near one is dead, and then you have some somehow you can lament, and then when you think about that in Krishna Bhagavad-gita, then yeah, he said yeah, deha tatra tira tatra namihyati. Yeah, that about that sloka he said in the second chapter. So yeah.
Thank you, Mataji. You are always very punctual, very sincere. You are
Not
always there.
Mataji. I'm
You
just
are
not
always
able.
doing the service. Whenever I ask,
Never,
you are
never,
always
Mataji.
there.
I am very, very, very low, Mataji. I'm a my fallen soul. I don't do anything.
But you are
I'm
there
just
all the time to
listening.
listen and
I
everything.
just listen,
Thank you so
Mataji.
much for
I am
listening to
not
me.
able
Thank
like
you.
a preacher or anything, and the Prabhu is just say yes, you can do, Mataji. But I know I'm the fallen soul. I can't explain, but I just listen, Mataji. So yeah, I will
It's all
try
Srila
next week to be
Prabhupada and
different time with you.
Prabhuji and everybody. So nothing
Yes,
from us, Mataji. We all are
yeah,
learning together. That's
yeah.
it.
I just running by just beginning, Mataji, fallen soul.
Mm.
Don't do much, but yeah, I'll try.
You should thanks Amok
Yeah,
Prabhuji all the time.
Hare Krishna.
He is
Yeah,
all the time
yeah.
there. Bless him.
Mm. Yes,
Yeah.
that is yes. Shiksha Guru Prabhu is always there whenever you ask the question. And Prabhu have like a question with the reference and then find the sloka, but I don't remember anything afterwards.
Yes.
Mm.
Mm.
Yeah. Hare Krishna.
Mm.
Thank you, Prabhu, and thank you, Mataji.
Thank you for listening, Mataji. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Thank you so much, Mataji. It is so beautiful session and also nice discussion. Um, so yeah, until one he has already spent enough time with the family and enjoyed everything else. Once he has satisfied completely, then virakta mukta bandhanaha avidhyata gati jahyat savaidhyera udahutaha. Without telling anyone, he will leave the home. But one must be Krishna consciousness. Okay, so there are many things. So otherwise, he's called a living dead body. Nehayat karma dharmaya na viragaya kalpate na tidda padasevai jivannapi mrutohi saha. Even though one is living, he is like a dead body without rendering devotional service or going to the pilgrimages. Na tidda pada sevaya jivannapi mrutohi saha. So, but a person who is a devotee would not lament for the dead or the living. This is the first श्लोक असोच्यान अन्वसोचस्त्वं प्रज्ञावादांश भाषसे गतासून अगतासून च नानुशोचन्ति पंडिताः गतासून अगतासून च नानुशोचन्ति पंडिताः. He would not lament for died or for a living. Okay, so no need to worry about anyone. Spirit soul is eternal. Just the bodies are toys of spirit souls, and it will play for with the toy for some time, and then it will leave. Okay, we are part and parcel of the Supreme Personality of Godhead, uh, and also nothing is permanent. Going back, so knowing then only we go back to Godhead. Otherwise, yatsanubhande satidehage mamahamityuda duragrahanam pumsam sudorum vasvapuriyam bhajemati bhagwan padabjam. We will stay back. If we think that it is my home, yatsanubhande satidehage mamahamityuda duragrahanam. Okay, so these are many things that we keep saying the same statements. The Shastras stresses again and again by many authorities that we are not the body, we execute the devotional service, go back to Godhead, back to Godhead. and remember Krishna and execute devotion. Service is the last word in the devotion. Okay, so one has to render that service to the Lord without any material motivations or interruptions. Okay, so keeping that one, and can I request all devotees kindly say 3 Lord Hari Bols to Prabhavati Saci Mataji for kindly taking this session.
Hari
Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Hari
Hari
Bol.
Bol.
Oh,
The Prabhupada ki jai. Thank you, Prabhu. Thank you to Almuk Prabhuji and everyone for this opportunity. Thank you so much.
thank you, Mataji. If you are happy, then we shall move to the next Nasma praise.
Yes, Prabhuji.
Would you like to unmute or you wanted to do it, Mataji?
No, I can do Prabhuji. Hare Krishna.
Yes, Mataji.
Namaste Narasimhaya Praladayine Hiranyakashi Purvakshaha Shilankankam Kalaye Ito Narasimha Parato Narasimha Yato Yato Yami Tato Narasimha Gahi Narasimha Pradaye Narasimha Narasimhamatim Sharana Prapate Tavakara Kamalavare Naka Adbhuta Shringa Dalita Hiranyakashipu Tanubringa Keshavadrita Narahari Rupa Jai Jagadisha Hare Jaya Jagadish Hare Jaya Jagadish Hare Sri Narasimha Jaya Narasimha Jaya Jaya Narasimha Praladesha Jaya Padma Mukha Padma Bringam Sri Sri Narasimha Bhagwan ki Jai
Yeah.
Bhakta Prahlad Maharaj ki Jai
Yeah.
Sadguru Srila Prabhupada ki Jai
Yeah.
Srila Gurudev ki Jai
Yeah.
All Guru Srila assembled devotees ki Jai Hare Krishna.
Yeah.
Thank you, Prabhuji.
Hare. Thank you,
Thank you,
Mataji.
everyone. Hare Krishna.
Okay, thank you so much. If you're all happy, then we shall conclude our session for tonight and see you tomorrow morning for Japa session at 5:30 a.m.
Vancha kalpatarubhyascha kripa sindhubhya evcha
Patitanam
patitanam pavanebhyo vaishnavebhyo namo
Namo
antakoti
Antakoti
vaishnavvrinda ki jai. Srila
Srila
Prabhupada ki
Prabhupada ki jai. Hare
Hare
Krishna.
Hare
Krishna.
Krishna.
Thank you, Mataji. Thank you, Prabhu.